Hi. When you are living in a place that is shared by some other people, you have to be very cautious. You must access the places whatever mentioned in the agreement. You cannot access the place that is related to other tenants. If it is common, say the staircase and on the way to the on the way to the staircase, that is common. The balcony is on the way. You can go and you can come. You can access only for going up and down. But that particular balcony area is related to the tenant living in that floor. You have no rights to keep your things in that place. But if it is the place for, say, ground floor, that is common for all the people. I mean the premises, the entrance, where you can park your vehicles. It's not only for you, it's for others. If the property is mentioned in the agreement, if it is accessible by the tenant, then only the tenant is having the right to access that particular place. You cannot keep your stuff in my place. You can water your plants where you have the rights to access. You cannot access my place. You cannot keep your plants over there, and you cannot get into my window. Eavesdropping, those things will be prohibited. Trespassers will be prosecuted. That is the line always written on the compound walls. We were living next to this house. That was the individual house, standalone building. This is not as such. This is shared by 3. You should know where you can access, where you can keep your stuff. If it is written as such, you can park your vehicles over there. I can park my vehicle over there. I'm paying extra for the places, for the access, for the comfort. And I have the right to access my place, and no one is having the access to enter into my premises and keep your things or do your nonsense as the way you want. You can use the place only to access the staircase to get into the terrace. That is also shared by 3. Please try to understand all these details, and people are not interested to understand anything. They always try to do few things as per their education, as per their family values. I'm climbing down, and when you keep things on the way, how could I do it? Please try to understand few things. I can also get the pet. I can also let the pet out of my house. If it is getting into your house, can you accept it? Can you simply accept it? Each and every pet is having, every animal is having its own behavior. You cannot let your pet in the common area, or you cannot simply let them out, because that is going to have the access, to the whole building. It's having only 5 senses. But you have all the senses. You should know what you have to do. I don't know. And I'm just talking about the simple, common things that is written on the agreement. You must understand the, practical things. I can also bring the pet. I can also let my pet out. If it is getting into your house, how do you feel? If it is doing any disturbance, or if you are bitten by the pet, what do you do? How do you feel? You cannot let your pet out because your pets are not having common sense. What you do? And you cannot access the place next to my window. That balcony access is related to my lease. I'm paying extra. And I'm paying for this particular floor means I'm having the access, solely responsible for the things in this floor. That you have the access, you do have the access to go up and down. That's allowed. I cannot block the way. But you cannot use my balcony. You cannot simply stand or do things or simply place your things in my premises. That's not there. That's not written in the agreement. Can I come? Can I get into your place? You have a lot of space on the back, on the side, right? I'm simply telling you I'm not here to say something against anyone. If you are doing something wrong, you must correct yourself. You have no rights to access my balcony. You have no right to keep your things in my balcony. In the entrance, at the entrance of my house, my floor. The way is common. You can get into the terrace. You can use the way, you can access the common area. But you are not solely having the access. It's not written to you. The balcony is not written to you. It's not coming under the agreement. You need to keep your place. You do all your things in your place. You cannot block the way. That's wrong. Can I block it? Can I block the way? That's wrong, right? You cannot block the way. I'm getting down. I cannot be conscious all the time. What is there? What did you keep? And moreover, you cannot access my balcony. You cannot keep your things over there. Whatever it may be. That's just close to my balcony. And I know what you did. And I have the records. And this is the warning to you, to whomsoever it may concern. You cannot block the way and you cannot misuse the area that is not written for you. If it is not under the agreement, If it is written for you, if that is the place written for you, coming under the agreement, you can access, you can keep your things, you can do whatever you want. Then you can. But it is not coming under your agreement. It's coming under my agreement. Eavesdropping, making calls to someone and creating problems are prohibited. That's called as crime. If I see you again in my place, I will take a video. Just get lost.